Hi, everyone. I am Violet Ayala, the founder of FemCity, and I'm super excited for our new series. It's our evening chat. The beautiful and wonderful Yvette LeFlore is going to lead us today with a wonderful conversation about crystals and abundance and the connection that they have and how you can leverage them for your success. My Wi-Fi is a little wonky, so you might not see my face. I'm introducing her as fast as I can just before I lose my Zoom connection. But Yvette has been a part of our community for so many years. She's just a wonderful human and just loving and kind, and everything she shares comes from such grand doses of love. So, Yvette, I'm going to give it all to you. Take it away, my friend.
All right. So I just want to make I've got my cat here with me. So hi, everybody. This is Jasper. My name is Yvette LeFlore. I'm an intuitive energy healer, Reiki master teacher, and I love crystals. I incorporate them into my everyday life and the work that I do. And so I'm excited to share with you crystals for abundance. So I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to talk about how crystals can be used in your everyday life and in your business. So tonight, I want to share with you, we're going to talk a little bit about abundance. How can crystals assist with abundance? Crystals for the 7 chakras. I'll do a little bit of an overview and share with you one crystal for each of the chakras. So there'll be 7 crystals tonight. And then using crystals to amplify your focus. So when we think about abundance, we often think about the material abundance, the financial prosperity, wealth, and the resources that allow us to live a day-to-day life. But I want to bring into our conversation emotional abundance, feeling deeply connected to ourselves and to others, and experiencing joy, love, gratitude, and inner peace. Because so often in our businesses, when things get a little bit crazy, inner peace is not something that is abundance. Then let's talk about creative abundance, getting access to inspiration, ideas, and opportunities to express ourselves. And when we are business owners and we're working our businesses, we want to feel empowered to create and innovate and be able to speak what it is that we do. And then there's spiritual abundance, the sense of alignment with the universe, trusting in the flow of life and the connection to something greater than ourselves, and feeling that life is full of purpose, meaning, and endless possibilities. And then, of course, last we have physical abundance, that vibrant health and vitality that helps us do all of the things that we are here to do, the energy and strength to fully enjoy life. So, how do crystals play a part in abundance? Well, let me just say that each crystal emits a consistent and specific vibrational frequency. Unlike humans who are not consistent with their vibrational frequency, crystals are. And that is why we work really well with crystals, and crystals work well with us because they are the steady eddies. They give off a steady vibration and because of that vibration, they help us in different areas of life. And the human body also emits energy through our chakras, which I'll go over in just a second, and our aura, which is the energy field around our body. And because, like I said, we're not steady, but crystals are, crystals can help our energy. I can't think of my word right now, but help it become steady. There's another word I was thinking of, but it didn't come to my mind. Welcome to my world. So the crystals resonate with the energy centers and help realign and amplify our flow. So these are the main energy centers or chakras. We have our crown, which is the top of our head, and this is for universal love. Our third eye, which is between our eyes. It's also called the brow chakra, and this is intuition. We have our throat chakra, which is right in the throat area, and that's about the area of love. And we have our heart chakra, the center of the chest, which is the love of self and others. The solar plexus, which is the belly button area, and that's our personal power. And then our sacral chakra, which is where our emotions and sensuality and sexuality are. And then the base chakra, which is like around where the hips are, and that's our safety and security. And so what crystals do is they can support these 7 main chakras, and they help amplify and focus on these areas. So oftentimes people look at crystals and they say, oh my gosh, all I need to do is get a crystal and I'm going to be good to go. And whatever I want will come my way. Not exactly how it works. Crystals are like a physical reminder of your intention, helping you to focus on your thoughts and energy towards your goal. So you can use a particular crystal in your office area to help you with creativity. We're going to be talking about one of those crystals today. And that in and of itself isn't going to give you creativity, but when you have spent time with that crystal, asking it to support you with creativity, it's creating that connection with you, but it's also a reminder when you see that crystal, like, oh, that's right. That's right. Creativity, crystals support me in creativity. So you're creating this relationship with the crystals to help support you in the work that they are doing. So whether you wear the crystal in what I call your brocket, your bra, or your pockets, or you put them in your desk or near your bed or in your living room, they're not only helping you because of their vibration, but they're a physical reminder of the way in which they support you. So it's not like a pill that you can take and suddenly magically things happen. They are in conjunction with your intentions. So I want to go through the chakras. And what I'll do is I'll share with you one crystal that will support that chakra. And know that there are a lot of them, but I'm just focusing on one. Tell you the focus of that crystal, how it supports that particular chakra. And then I'm going to give you an opportunity to think about some questions to see whether you do need support in that area. So in our root or the base chakra, which is again where the hips are, the focus of this chakra is stability, survival, and foundational security. You know, your hips, your knees, your feet, right? A foundation. So red jasper is a really great crystal to support you with this. So how does it work in conjunction with abundance? Red jasper will support you with financial security, a stable income, and material resources, a strong foundation to build prosperity and success, and feeling safe, grounded, and supported in life. So for those who are business owners or building a business, often when you're first starting out, there's a lot of concern around the financial security. Can I make this work? Is there enough money to pay the bills? And that can weigh heavily on our minds and actually get in the way of creating financial abundance. So the red jasper can remind you of your safety and security, remind you to sit in a belief of safety and security so that you can create space for that income to come your way. And so what I'd like for you to do is, if you're listening to this live or you're listening to the recording, is I want you to close your eyes for a second, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I just don't want you to read the screen, but I will you'll be able to take a screenshot of the questions you want, but just close your eyes for a moment. And let me ask you these questions, and I want you to answer them. Do I feel that there's enough to go around? So when you think about clients or you think of money, do I feel that there's enough to go around? Do I feel deserving of abundance and prosperity? So you can open your eyes, take a look at the screen, and ask yourself these questions. You know, do I feel that there's enough to go around? Are there enough clients? Are you living in the world of abundance when you think about money and clients, and having the strong boundaries so that people's energy does not suck you dry? If you're a yes with all of these, hey, that red jasper would be great to have, but it's not a necessity. It'll support you, but it's not something that you need to go out and buy right away. So let's move on to the sacral chakra, which is where creativity is, your emotions and pleasure. Carnelian, one of my favorite crystals to have on the desk, especially for those of you who are writing blogs, creating workshops, using your creativity to create for your industry. Carnelian is a great, amazing crystal to have on your desk. So the abundance in this area is for opportunities for creative projects, ideas, and inspired action. So it's not just about thinking about the ideas, it's about being inspired to take action on them. Abundance of joy, passion, and emotional fulfillment. Are you allowing yourself to really just grasp joy? And the balanced flow of giving and receiving abundance. So it's not just about giving of yourself, but of the receiving. So carnelian is going to support you in those areas. And now I have some questions for you about whether carnelian would be good for you to have. And perhaps you may find that you're a little stuck in this area. So I didn't say this about the chakras. The chakras are energy centers. And when they're spinning and they're moving in a balanced way, then things are good. They can be slow and sluggish, or they can be speeding out of control. So what we're looking for with the balance of our chakras is to have them running on an even keel. And so I'm going to ask you some questions that will have you decide whether, is this area of my life in the area of abundance, am I running on an even keel? So once again, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and listen to these questions. Do I feel creative and inspired by how I approach abundance in my life? Am I able to enjoy the process of creating wealth and opportunities? Not just the creation of the wealth, but the process of it. Do I allow myself to experience pleasure and joy without guilt? So are you allowing yourself that pleasurable time and not thinking, oh, I should be working right now? Do I feel empowered to receive as well as give? So there's that equal balance between the two. So you can open your eyes, you can take a screenshot of these questions. And so if you're not feeling inspired about approaching abundance and you are feeling guilt about experiencing joy and you don't feel empowered in receiving, you may want to add carnelian to your collection of crystals. Moving along to our our solar plexus, this is our power center. This is how you see the world and how you believe the world sees you. Tiger's eye. Ooh, tiger's eye is so pretty. Tiger's eye. And for the solar plexus, we're working with the yellow tiger's eye in the area of abundance. And so this is where self-worth and the confidence to attract and claim abundance, like calling it in, owning it, saying it is yours, achieving goals through motivation and persistence. So not giving up, and then feeling in control of your life and empowered to succeed. So those are the things that we're looking for in the area of abundance for the solar plexus and the area of personal power and confidence. So closing your eyes again, I'm going to ask you some questions about your solar plexus. I want you to ask yourself, am I taking actions toward my financial and life goals? So it's not just, do you have the goal, but are you taking action? So the solar plexus is that action center. Next question, how do I handle challenges? Do I feel capable or am I easily discouraged? And last question, am I proactive about abundance or do I wait for it to come to me? This is where you hear about manifesting, and part of manifesting is actually taking the action for it to come your way. So if you feel like, hey, I create these great ideas, that sacral chakra that we were just talking about. I have all this creation. I've got like my mind is going 1,000 miles a minute, and I'm just writing and I'm getting these ideas for programs. But you find yourself lacking in the follow through. That's where your solar plexus comes into play. So if you don't have an abundance of follow through and taking action, or you find yourself, you get a couple of no's and suddenly you're discouraged and you want to give up, then that tiger's eye is a crystal to carry with you, to wear. Get yourself a piece of jewelry, a ring. If you have it as a ring on your finger, every time you look down, you're like, that's right, follow through. I'm following through on my dreams. I'm following through on my goals. I have the power to do what there is to do to make this happen. I am capable. I am strong. And I am going to make sure that it comes to me because I'm putting my dreams into action. All right, moving up to our heart chakra. This is the area of love, and not just romantic love, but love of self, compassion for others, love in all relationships, even when we think about our clients and customers and the people that we provide services for, the love of those folks as well. And when we think about abundance in love, it's receiving love, receiving support and giving support, receiving opportunities for connection and gratitude. Are you practicing gratitude? And attracting harmonious relationships and partnerships, because yes, we all want business to come through our doors, but we want businesses and clients that are harmonious partnerships, not just someone who pays the bills, but we want to have that symbiotic relationship that really fills our cup while it fills theirs. And then the heart chakra is also about opening to emotional and spiritual wealth. So green aventurine is going to be supportive of this. It's also called the gambler's crystal, so it's a good luck crystal. So green aventurine is going to support you with the area of love and compassion and building those strong relationships that are reciprocal. So going back to the closing your eyes, I'm going to ask you some questions about your heart chakra area, and I want you to answer them. And as you answer them, we're going to dig in a little bit to whether your heart chakra is open to receiving this love and compassion in relationships, or maybe it needs a little support. So here are 3 questions for you. Do I approach abundance with gratitude and openness? Am I generous with my resources, knowing there is enough for everyone? Am I connected with my heart's desire when pursuing abundance? All right. So, am I connected with my heart's desire when pursuing abundance? For me, that's where the are you doing what you really love? Are you honoring that inner knowing, that part that feeds your heart and soul with the work that you're doing? Or have you added services on that are just there because they pay the bills, and that creates the resentment? And so there isn't the love attached to that. So, and do I approach abundance with gratitude and openness? I like to talk here about abundance coming in a variety of ways. Like when you find a penny on the ground or you find a quarter, do you pick it up and say, thank you? I'll take more, universe. I appreciate that. When you have someone that pays for your coffee in the line, do you give incredible gratitude, knowing that that is an abundance coming your way? Or someone picks up your tab for something, or even it's an act of service. They sweep your, or shovel, in my case, because we've had some snow lately, shovel your walk. Are you open, and do you have great gratitude in your heart when those things happen? If you're not feeling like your heart is open to receiving the abundance coming your way or sharing of resources, then that green aventurine is definitely a crystal for you. Moving up to your throat chakra, speaking your truth, your authentic truth, your speaking the message of your business with clarity. So it's communication, self-expression, and truth. And when we talk about abundance in this area, it's speaking your truth to claim opportunities. So are you owning your power so that you can speak opportunities into existence? In our case, it's are you doing the coffee chats and connecting with people and speaking what it is you offer and how you can support the other person that you're speaking with so that it is a give and take? Are you confidently communicating your value? We know as women, we often undervalue our services and what we offer. We were taught from a very young age to do that, and it is time to break through from that and use some Amazonite to support you with that. We need to communicate our value and create opportunities through clear and aligned expression so that what's coming out of your mouth aligns with the heart's desire. And so it's so clear that there are no questions about what you speak. So closing your eyes, we'll have a couple questions for you so that you can check in on your throat chakra and the area of abundance. Am I able to clearly express my needs and desires regarding abundance? Do I speak positively about money, wealth, and success? Am I comfortable communicating my value to others in work, relationships, and pricing? Okay, you can open up your eyes. I want to point to the second one. Do I speak positively about money, wealth, and success? This is where being aware of the money conversations you have. I grew up with money conversations. My family had conversations about people who were rich and they weren't positive conversations. So those conversations I had to snip those cords so that I could speak around money and abundance as a positive thing and not a negative thing. So, Amazonite would have been great when I was younger, but I didn't have the knowledge about crystals that I do now. So when you're thinking about speaking clearly, maybe you're going in to pitch yourself for a new opportunity, grab some Amazonite, pop it in your bra or your pocket, have it with you so that when you speak of what you have to offer and you speak about your value, you can be crystal clear, and the person who's receiving that information knows exactly what you have to offer, who you are, and why they want you to speak to their audience or be with their audience or buy your services. Moving on to our third eye or our brow. This is our intuition, your vision, your clarity, your inner knowing. And it can help you with visualizing your goals and intuitively recognizing opportunities. So when you see something, you're like, yeah, that's for me, or nope. It sounds good, it looks good, but it doesn't align with my heart's desire. Trusting your inner guidance to take aligned action. So are you listening to what's going on inside? And then developing a clear vision of the life you want to create. Can you see that life? Can you see what it is that you want? So lapis lazuli is this gorgeous blue, brilliant blue. At this point, I'm going to tell you to make sure that when you're buying crystals, that you're buying from a trusted resource, because lapis lazuli is one of those crystals that is often painted and faked. So be aware of that. find a reputable crystal source. And if you need one, I can provide you with one. I don't sell them, but I know people who do. So closing your eyes, asking you these questions. How well do I trust my intuition when making decisions about money and resources? Can I visualize myself living in alignment with abundance and prosperity? Are my thoughts about abundance rooted in clarity or confusion? All right, so let's just take a minute to discuss these. You know, tuning into your intuition about money and resources. Do you trust yourself to trust your gut, if you will, when it comes to making decisions, paying for a VA, paying for a new class or a course, or a professional to help you in an area of your business? Lapis lazuli can support you, and it can remind you if you're holding on to it and you're saying, okay, I need to go in, I need to close my eyes, I need to take some deep breaths, and I need to ask myself, is this the right direction? And then we're going to finish off with our crown chakra, which is your spiritual connection, to purpose and universal energy. That's the focus of the crown chakra. So how does this connect with abundance? It's about aligning with divine energy and universal flow of abundance. So whether you call divine energy God, goddess, however you name divine energy, it's that connection. Feeling spiritually fulfilled and supported, and recognizing abundance is limitless and available to all. That ties in with that money conversation. Recognizing that abundance is limitless and available to all. So a crystal that can support you with this is selenite or satin spar. In the picture here, we have satin spar. Satin spar is opaque and it has lines through it. A true selenite is clear, like crystal quartz clear, but you'll often see in shops or when you go shopping for crystals that they'll sell satin spar as selenite. They both have the same properties or similar properties, so you can use either one. So last questions that I have for you. So you know the deal, close your eyes. Do I feel connected to the universal flow of abundance and prosperity? Do I trust the divine timing and support when it comes to my needs? Am I able to release attachment to outcomes and trust in the process of manifestation? So asking yourself those three questions, this is the chakra that is most connected to trusting outside of yourself, because you are connecting to whoever your source is, your outside source is, and trusting that that source is there to support you in the area of abundance and in the area of your life. So selenite is also an amazing crystal for clearing energy. So if you're feeling stuck and you've got, or you just had an appointment with a client and like you just need to get rid of their energy, you can grab hold of that selenite and just ask selenite to take that energy away. So just a reminder that crystals are not something that you're going to add into your life and ignore. You're creating a relationship with the crystals. You're holding on to them, programming them for their intention, whether it's, we're going to work together on creativity. We're going to work together on opening my heart to receive abundance. We're going to work together to help me connect with my intuition, lapis lazuli, or I need help with feeling safety and security around abundance, your red jasper. You're going to create that relationship so that it's not just a one way expecting to receive the energy. You're in cahoots with the crystal. That's actually a good name for a course, In Cahoots with Crystals. So I just want to let you know that these are the things that I offer: one-on-one healing sessions where I use crystals because I love them. I teach Reiki 1, 2, and 3, and I utilize crystals in the teaching and teach people how to use them. And then if you'd like a coffee chat, here's the oh gosh, whatever this thing is called, I can't, QR code, there we go. And then if you love crystals, and I think you might because you're here, I have a crystal guide for 2025. You can go to healingwithyvette.com, and in the upper right-hand side, there's a button to download that guide. All right, so I'm going to stop my screen sharing and come on back and see if there are any questions.
I don't see any, Yvette, but thank you so much. This was wonderful. I don't know anything about crystals, so it was great. I don't even know if you can hear me because my Wi-Fi might be.
I
Okay.
can.
So, but thank you. And for those that are watching the replay in the library, maybe it's 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you can always reach out to Yvette to ask questions. She's really wonderful. And we see, yep, no questions, but this was fantastic. Really enjoyed the information. That's from Judith Ritchie. So thank you so much, Yvette, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
You too. You too.
All right.
Thanks.